Just before the video starts, I want to warn everyone this is not made for kids. It's for other fans and adults too. That being said, please enjoy the fucking video. This is a production full of entertainment, knowledge, and happiness. This is Little Green Baron Rose Productions 2026.
Gordon's Pride. One evening, Spencer the private engine was staying at Tidmouth's sheds with the Zodor engines. He looked very distressed. The other engines tried to ignore him, but at last, Edward spoke up.
Spencer, is everything alright?
No, Edward. Everything is not alright. I've received horrible news. It's horrendous. A catastrophe.
Well, what happened? What's the horrible news?
The Duke and Duchess are going to replace me.
So, what's the horrible news, Spencer? James chuckled, but no one was laughing.
Not now, James. Now, Spencer, what makes you think the Duke and Duchess want to replace you?
Well, last night, Sir Topham was visiting the Duke and Duchess for tea at their summer house. They were chatting about one thing or another, and I was cooling my boiler after a long day of travel. Suddenly, I overheard them talking about electric engines.
My cousin Wendy could not stop talking about those new electrified engines on the mainland. They're sleek, fast and efficient. They sound terribly exciting.
They certainly sound impressive, but I'm rather concerned with having anything that goes fast. That's the reason I don't much care for racing on the main line.
Still, I wouldn't mind trying out one of those electric engines. At least they would probably be more than capable than Spencer.
Whatever the Duke had said that night, Spencer didn't hear. His heart sank to the bottom of his boiler.
So you see, my days as a private engine are coming to an end. I might as well be scrapped, or worst, put to work on an industrial line.
You could always come and live here, Spencer.
How would that be any better?
Ugh, cool. Your pistons, Spencer. You're not going anywhere. The Duke and Duchess were probably just teasing. Believe me, we wish it was that easy to get rid of you.
Indeed. I don't think we haven't tried. And also, why are you so paranoid about these so-called electric engines? While some, like Stafford, have their uses, the rest are just a silly fad.
Oh, really? Gordon? Because I also heard that one of those fads is on its way to Sodor as we speak.
One of those fads is what?
At that moment, a strange horn echoed through the air. As a streak of purple came into view, it whooshed through the yard, showing nothing but a blur as it came barreling towards the shed. But just before it could fly off the turntable, it came to a complete stop. The engines were shaken up by the blur rushing in. But when they finally looked up, they saw a very large, sleek-looking engine. She had bright yellow wheels, gleaming violet paint, and a very smooth, round front. She was pulling 3 smart-looking coaches behind her, and she was wearing the most smart-looking grin on her face.
And she sticks to landing for another electric entrance. Thank you, it was nothing. No autographs, please. I just... hello? What's the matter? Was my entrance not flashy enough? I wanted to bring a brass band with me, but my driver said...
No, it was plenty flashy and impressive. It's just that
we weren't expecting a new engine today.
Or a big purple spaceship.
Spaceship? No, I'm no spaceship. I'm Kana, the bullet train. They call me that because, whoosh, I'm faster than any speeding bullet. I'm probably the fastest engine in the world.
What? But I'm the fastest engine in the world. Tell her, Gordon.
But Gordon said nothing. He just stared at Kana in awe.
Well, anyway, welcome to Solder, Kana. What brings you here?
I do, Emily. The Duke and Duchess of Botsford have a friend who asked that I give Kana a trial run on Sodor.
Sir, I've seen electrical engines on the mainland, and don't they need big power lines? Sodor doesn't have any of those.
Not yet, Rebecca, but I have been planning to turn one of the branch lines into an electric line. The project shall take some time, but when it's finished, Kana will be the first to run the line.
Until then, I've got a pretty strong battery and eager to glow.
Glow? Like a light bulb?
Good one. It just means I'm excited to show what I can do tomorrow.
That reminds me, tomorrow we'll be conducting a special trial run from Knapford to Vickerstown to see how fast our newcomer can go against two engines.
like a race. No offence, sir, but I thought you didn't like races on the main line.
Well, it wasn't necessarily my idea, Edward. You see...
We thought a race might be a fun way to really test Kana's capabilities.
Indeed, Spencer. You shall be racing as well.
Naturally.
And I shall have one of my fastest, most reliable engines in the race.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, and will do my best to...
I was referring to Gorton, James.
Oh.
Me? Yeah, me? That is, I'd be honored, sir.
Gordon felt dreadfully nervous. The newcomer's sudden appearance and Spencer's story had rattled his dome.
Really, Gordon? Why are you so paranoid about this electric engine? They're just a silly fad, after all.
Is that a thing between them? Ooh, can I join?
I'd prefer if you didn't. But that does remind me. Does your battery need charging, Connor?
I should be fine, sir. I just charged it. And don't want to be too charged when I'm whooshing down the line tomorrow.
Someone's full of herself. Emily and Henry wisely stayed silent. That night, Kana stayed in the goods shed at Titmuth. She was so excited about the race the next day that she fell right asleep. The other engines were all dozing too, except for one. Gordon couldn't sleep. He was wide awake, looking very distressed. Luckily for him, another engine took notice.
Gordon, what are you still doing up? You have a big day tomorrow.
I can't sleep, Rebecca. I'm thinking.
Thinking about what?
About how much things have changed.
How so?
Gordon sighed as his smoke box was filled with memories of long ago.
I still can remember when I was young and green. I and many brothers and sisters were the newest steam engines of the time, the strongest, the fastest, the best. Even when I came to Sodor, I felt like a king against engine. You watch me, little engines, as I rush through the express. That will be a splendid sight for you.
Sounds like something's never changed, eh, Mr. Fastest and Best?
I wish I could say things never change, but they change quite a bit. I'm still the same, but as the years went by, I've seen newer, even faster engines taken over, diesels, high-speed trains, and now electrics.
Looks like your time has come, Steam Kettle. We diesels are the new future.
Meanwhile, my brothers and sisters, all gone. Flying Scotsman and I are the only ones left. I don't blame Kana in the least. It's just hard to accept how different the world has become.
You've changed too, Gordon. You don't think so, but from what I've been told, you used to be much more boastful and kind of mean. But you're wiser, kinder, and, well, yes, still kind of boastful, let's be honest. But you're still plenty useful. You know how I know?
How?
Because I was brought in to help you with the Express. But that hasn't stopped you from giving it your all, has it? You've got years of experience that most of us wish we had. No faster, nowhere engines can take that away.
With that, Rebecca fell into a contented sleep. Gordon stayed awake for a little longer, thinking about what Rebecca said. Hearing her words of encouragement, he couldn't help but let a smile crawl across his smoke bomb.
She may be naive, but she's right. I've come too far to just give up being the fastest and best now. I'll show that fancy electric engine and that pompous Spencer too. I'll show them all.
At last, Gordon fell asleep, his boiler bubbling with determination. Tomorrow finally came. All the stations along the main line were given big notices that read, "Trains postponed for trail run."
Huh. More passengers for me then.
But the passengers didn't mind. They were excited to watch the big race go past. Nafford Station was the busiest of all. Gordon, Spencer, and Kana all waited impatiently at the platforms, each carrying 2 coaches behind them. People and engines gathered all around the station in anticipation. The people were excited to see a new fancy engine at the platform, and the engines were eager to see the race. Well, most of them were. It should have been me.
Oh, me? I beat Gordon in a race once.
Are you two always this serious? Come on, lighten up. This is gonna be fun.
Only if you consider falling behind superior engines to be fun.
Hope you're not calling yourself superior, Spencer. Hope you're ready to do your best today, youngster, because I'm certainly be doing mine.
Electric!
Now remember, this is just a trial run to Vickerstown. No record breaking. You may stop for coal or water, or battery recharge.
I think he's talking to you, Spencer.
Spencer just wheezed crossly.
Speaking of, Connor, do you need to charge?
I've got more than enough energy to win, sir.
Kana's motor buzzed with excitement. At that moment, the guard's whistle blew, the green flag waved, and the race was on. Bridges, stations, and hills thundered by. Passengers and engines cheered, and the rails shook and quaked as the 3 fast engines rocketed across the island. Gordon and Spencer were neck and neck, but neither could fully pass Kana for too long. Both steam engines puffed, chuffed, and puffed with all their might, determined to prove their worth. Kana, meanwhile, just glided along the line, whooping and hollering with joy.
Woohoo!
Things were going well, but as they approached Province Gate, it finally happened. Making it here from Nafford used a lot of water, and Gordon and Spencer started slowing down. They had no choice but to stop for water. Kana, on the other hand, didn't have to stop.
Oh, bad luck, fellas. Can't wait to see who comes in second. Meet you there.
The two steamies could do nothing as Kana disappeared into the distance.
That arrogant little bug zapper. It isn't fair. I'm supposed to be faster.
Oh, shut up, will you? For once in your life, Spencer, can't you just lose gracefully?
Easy for you to say, Gordon. You were never a winner. You had nothing left to prove.
You're wrong. I wanted to show that I was just as capable as the newer, faster engines.
And I wanted to show that I was irreplaceable. All we've shown today is what a couple of fools we are.
A couple of old fools, way past their prime.
Both engines just stared as their buffers in shame. They felt a little better after a long drink, but it didn't make them forget how far behind they really were. Still, they decided to try and finish the race anyway. Neither could beat Kana, but they could still beat each other. But before they entered the final stretch before Vickerstown, a big surprise was waiting for them. There was Kana, ground to a halt just outside the station.
Why has she stopped? She hasn't reached the platform.
Who cares? This could be our chance. We can still win.
Spencer didn't wait to hear Gordon's reply. He surged forward and soon passed Kana. Gordon decided he better investigate instead. He pulled up right next to Kana.
Kana? Why have you stopped?
The once cheerful bullet train now had the most miserable frown on her face.
My battery ran dry, and I haven't charged it since last month. Oh, why did it have to happen today? I was so close.
Kana, it's only a trial, so Topham Hatt even said it's not a real race.
It's not just a race. I wanted to show that I was just as good as running as any steam engine.
Just as good? Not better?
I've heard so many stories about so many famous engines. Have you heard of the one called the Flying Scotsman?
Yes, you might say I have.
That engine is a living legend. The kind of engine whose name everyone knows. The kind of engine I want to be. Instead, I'm just a silly bug zapper who stumbled at the finish line.
Gordon felt even sillier. All day, he and Spencer were afraid of Kana replacing them. But it turns out she wanted to be just like them. Just like that, Gordon knew what he had to do. He slowly reversed and buffered up to Kana's coaches. Then the proud express engine gently pushed Kana all the way to the platform. Kana was surprised.
Gordon! What are you doing? We already lost the race!
Perhaps, but there's no sense in not finishing at least.
Kana couldn't help but smile too. The two finally crawled into the platform. Spencer was smugly waiting for them. He looked very pleased with himself.
Well. Broken down, you have? That's the problem with these newfangled machines. They always need to be rescued.
You know that better than anyone, Spencer, considering how I rescued you the first day we met.
Yes, well, it doesn't matter, because I won the race today.
Indeed, you did. Although I seem to recall saying this wasn't really a race, but a trial. And yet, you three tried a little harder than I expected to get here.
Sir Topham had smirked knowingly as the three engines went red with embarrassment. None of them breathed a word. The Duke spoke first.
Spencer, we're trying to tell you to prove something.